Welcome, everyone. I'm going to go for it. Hi, welcome. I'm Betsy Weber. I'm a senior engagement lead at Microsoft, and I work with the MVP program. I've been at Microsoft 10 years as of this month. With me, thank you.
Yeah.
With me, I have.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Fernanda Herger. I am a former MVP. Now I would say now, but for the last 15 years, helping MVP program to grow to be an incredible program that is today. I'm a principal customer experience program manager, which is a big title, represents a lot. So we're pretty excited to talk to you all today. And yes, let's go over, Betsy.
All right, so let's talk about the MVP program. So first of all, what does MVP stand for? It stands for Most Valuable Professional. And the Microsoft MVP program, it's an award that Microsoft gives to recognize exceptional community leaders who share their passion with the community and their technical expertise and their real-world knowledge of Microsoft products and services with others. They also share their feedback with Microsoft as well. So the MVPs are community leaders who've demonstrated their knowledge and understanding of the Microsoft products and services, and they've actively contributed to the community. Perhaps you know some MVPs, or maybe you'll meet some this week. So they're very passionate about Microsoft products and technology. Fernanda.
Yeah, so a little bit about the landscape. So MVP program has been around for a while. Who knows MVP program or have heard about it? That's amazing. So need to make sure that I'm not talking anything here that is going to tell otherwise. So MVP program has been around for over 30 years. We are spread all around the globe. So as you guys can see today, we're more than 4,000 influencers. And of course, we just have an incredible landscape covering 96 countries and a little over 49, almost 50 languages. So we have definitely looking for communities that are growing and blooming in every single part of the world. So we have an incredible coverability. And we always invite, for those that are local, if you know MVPs, if you know your community, if you're building your community, if you already joined a community, so maybe you could be the 4,001st person in this number. So please stay tuned. We're going to share a little bit more about how this community is actually engaged and what you need to do to become an MVP. All right, so how do you know if you belong to the program and what you need to do? So our philosophy as a program is always, we want to meet you where you are. So it's really important that once you start contributing to the community, you will start doing what makes you happy, what you have more passion about, what you have a good knowledge about. So this is what the foundation of a community, right? We just want to understand that I'm doing something for the greater good. I'm sharing with my friends. I'm helping a community to grow together. I want to learn. I want to get to know more about products. I want to support my friends. I want to support my community. And of course, you have a little bit more of those changes that come back to you either in your professional or in your personal life as an incredible recognition. So to be considered an MVP, we always look for those that have a really impactful and significant activities delivered across a specific period of time. Oh, I'm so sorry, my hair is here. So main topics, of course, you have your composition of a technical expertise. So you know what you're talking about. You want to know and get deeper into a specific topic. You're a leader. And by leader, I mean like, okay, do I need to be a top 100 influencers? Or no, you just really need to do what actually you have passion and start building up your ecosystem, building up your group of friends or group of like-minded folks that wants to grow together in your community. You could start with your company, you could start with the folks in this session, you could exchange, or if you don't know how to start, you can also always refer to the MVP website where you can see one of those amazing 4,000 leaders we have worldwide. And in other hand, how can you help us help and build the products we have as a company? So once you become an MVP, you're definitely going to be exposed to a variety of product group engagements, a variety of people, including all the speakers you can see here, and much more across Microsoft, where you can tell your experience, you can share what you learned, you can troubleshoot, you can provide feedback, you can contribute to the future of our solutions, and of course, maintain this whole circle feeding and growing over time. So we're really passionate about this, you don't need to be just a Microsoft person. You can be an expert in open source. You can be an expert in content creation. I love to write blogs. I write to create videos. I like to do any form of activity that can engage and bring more people in touch with the community. So there's always a way for you to find a way to contribute. And if you want to know more, of course, I want to just call out the AKA that is right there, aka.ms/MVP/learn, where you can learn more about the MVP program and how to contribute more. So I will pass along to Betsy that can tell a little bit more about what makes an MVP.
Okay, Fernanda, if I want to be an MVP, do I have to have a blog?
That's a good start. Not necessarily a mandatory thing for you to do it.
If I want to be an MVP, do I have to have a podcast?
You don't have to have a podcast. Let's say if that's your passion, yes, you can have a podcast. Otherwise, that's not a mandatory thing.
Okay, do I have to contribute to open source?
If that's your passion again, you have opportunity to contribute to open source. So that answer is yes.
Got it. So we want you to contribute to the community in the ways that you want to contribute. If you want to blog, blog. If you want a podcast, podcast. If you want to live stream on Twitch and show how you're vibe coding, do that. Give back to the community in the way that you want to. So MVPs are community leaders. They are different than media influencers. Our MVPs do this on their own time. This is not part of their day job. This is not part of their, what they get paid for in their profession. They do this in their own time because they're passionate about community and they want to help others. So this is just Microsoft's way of giving recognition and a thank you to those community leaders. So what will you achieve if you become an MVP? Why become an MVP? Well, with the MVP award, you will get that recognition and that credibility, right? Like becoming an MVP gives you that badge of honor. It can open up doors for you. We've got over 100 MVPs participating at builds, speaking, and doing a variety of different, like helping with labs and doing a variety of other activities. One of the big things is you get that NDA information before the public gets it. You get connected to the product groups. They're showing you the roadmaps and giving you that insider information. And it's also a great way for you to give feedback to those product groups. When you're in the Microsoft products and services all day and you've got clients, you get to share what they're running into, what you're experiencing, and share that feedback. Like Fernanda said, you get to join this global community of 4,000 plus MVPs. Whenever I travel somewhere, there's always an MVP that I'll know and I'll be able to meet up with. You'll get exclusive invites for events and conferences. Every year we have an MVP summit, and that's where MVPs get to come to campus in Redmond, and they get to meet with the product groups in person or online and hear what's coming up next and share that feedback. Also, it'll help you grow personally and professionally, and we'll have some MVPs up here share more about that. All right, so enough from Fernanda and I. Let's talk to some real MVPs. Yeah. We've got Jeremy Sinclair. Jeremy, do you want to introduce yourself?
Well, we don't hear you. Hold on, let me see. A little louder.
Does that microphone work? Maybe? Okay. No.
No, yeah. All right. We're going to get there.
Okay, in the interim. Well, in a moment we will have MVPs join us, and they'll share their journey into becoming an MVP and how they got started with the community.
If you guys can you speak closer? Let's see if that helps. No? All right. Well, in the meantime, I prepared some jokes here for you guys. I'm kidding.
We can also take some questions from the audience. Does
Yeah.
anybody have any questions? And I'll relay them.
That's a good call. If you guys have any questions in the meantime, we can just go for it. Let's see.
Let's talk about how you become an MVP, Fernanda. So if you are a Microsoft employee, can you be MVP?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I think that's important to understand that MVP is a voluntary and totally independent of Microsoft labels or totally independent of Microsoft eligibility in terms of being an employee. So you cannot be an employer, you cannot be an employee at Microsoft or not a vendor at Microsoft. You can definitely, actually you can be a vendor at Microsoft, but everything happens for those that are not full-time employees at the company. So we really appreciate those that are doing everything and learning in the community, and then sometimes in the future, lots of MVPs, including myself, tend to be hired by the company. I was hired 14 years ago. I was a former MVP myself, so I share a little bit more of both passions and both sides, but seems like you have microphone back.
Yes.
Or maybe not. Do we?
Yes.
I think I might need to get closer to them. That's good. Yeah, I love it that she mentioned I am BZEPs, I'm in Windows development, and while this all might be a little, what do they mean by that? So MVP program organizes and covers now more than 100 technologies, and they are usually grouped by affinity. So when she said BizApps, likely she's connected to Dynamics 365, she's connected to Copilot Studio, she's connected to Power Platform, whereas Windows, our friend right there, is more under the development side of the Windows and as well .NET because he also holds the developer technology. So of course, we all invite you to check the MVP website where you can see the list of all products and how they are organized by what we call award categories. So you want to start with the questions?
Yeah.
We have a few questions to our friends here.
So for our audience members who might not be involved in the community at all yet, how did you get involved in the community, Christine?
I got involved in the community
It's not working again, sorry. Oh, well.
So I got involved in the community by just doing stuff that I was passionate about, sharing that information with people, and then eventually started noticing I started doing more events.
Thank you.
Oh, that's interesting. There's always a beginning for everything. And tell me, once you became an MVP, if anything, what has changed in your personal and professional life?
I would say the same thing for me. I would say that the recognition and the title of MVP was actually really being more important. It's just because there are so few of us around the world. And then in my personal life, I have some really close friends that I've met and they're living. And so in that way, like Betsy said, you can go to just about any country and you have friends there, right? Or you can, hey, I'm having this particular problem. Reach out to that community and somebody will jump in for sure. So I think that is the biggest thing. And then being able to give feedback to the products and then have that feedback then come out as a product is kind of amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Thank you. So, what advice would you give to somebody who they haven't been involved in the community yet, but they want to be? How do you even get started in the community?
So I would say do stuff that you're passionate about
Those are very similar.
and share it. Number two, right? So share it with somebody else. Share it with your local universe. Share it with a local community. Get on the community boards if you want. And then see if you can get nominated into the community. So one of us can be nominated or have somebody, there's somebody at Microsoft, they can nominate you. So we're self-nominated. And so, but those other things have to be done.
I love that. The MVPs I see, it is a year-long award. The MVPs I see who get re-awarded every year are the ones who do what they love because they love doing it. They're not trying to get the MVP award, and they would continue doing what they're doing if they got the award or not. I think that's a great way to
Yeah. And that looks like a lot of work. So everybody thinks like, oh my God, how much is enough? Or how much I need to really put in passion into the community to make the cut to be an MVP. So how much is what is enough? So how do you actually balance your work and life and community? So give us a little view of like what your day looks like when you put a community into your day by day.
It can be a struggle, right? Especially at the pace that technology is moving, right? So what I like to do is balancing that is I have a very specific system where I have a certain amount of work that I do in the community and a certain amount that I have for our work, right? And then you have to balance in that personal life. So it actually, this is hard because we're passionate about this stuff. We're going to be doing it whether we're in it or not. And so what I like to do is I like to take on challenges. So if you like challenges and you're passionate about it, and you're probably
That's good. What about you, Jeremy?
Thank you. Okay,
awesome.
so what is the most rewarding part of being an MVP? Okay. Christine and Jeremy. All right, so to wrap it up, there are 3 simple steps if you want to become an MVP. Be an expert, do what you love, and let us know. To be an MVP, you have to be nominated either by a Microsoft employee or by an existing MVP. So our best advice is do what you love, share that, and contribute to the community.
Yeah. Let me just go quickly. We just have 20 seconds left, and we really appreciate everybody's participation in this session today. And if you have any questions, we also going to be here today and tomorrow. We have 2 more sessions the same like this, and Betsy and I will be around. So feel free to reach out, and we can help with your questions.
Yeah, thank you.